Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today I have a major declutter and organizational video for you guys. I had a lot of areas in my house that really needed a good declutter. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video and let's jump on in. So here is a list of all of the areas that I'm going to be decluttering today. And the first area I'm going to work on is this junk drawer. We all have these. I have several of these, but this is the one in our kitchen. And it's also one that gets used very often. And it was actually getting hard to open. I couldn't really get it all the way out without tugging at it. So that's when I knew it was time to finally declutter this cabinet. So basically all I'm gonna do for this drawer is take everything out and then I'm gonna vacuum inside because it's been a while since I've done that and it was very dirty. And then I'm gonna clean out all of the little bins that I have in here and just kind of take out stuff that we're not really using or things that don't belong in here. We had some light bulbs and just some random stuff that belonged in the upstairs closet, and then we just had nails and things that belonged in the garage, and it all just accumulated here. So I'm gonna organize that and get it all nice and tidy. And here is the transformation. It looks so good, so clean, and I can actually open it all the way. So I love that. Moving into the cabinets, directly below this drawer is where I keep all of the kids' crafting stuff and art supplies, coloring books, all that stuff, activities like Play-Doh, slime, whatever it is. It all gets kept in here locked so that Barrett cannot come in here and destroy everything. But I also have a habit of kind of throwing things back in there. Things get tossed around when we're looking for stuff, and it was just very not functional at all, trying to find stuff to do. So I take everything out. I reorganize all of the bins, kind of reorganize the shelving. Of course, I vacuum it out as well because that needed to be done. And basically, I'm just getting rid of any markers that might have dried out, random papers, coloring book pages that have been drawn all over and just kind of like thrown in there, reorganizing the stickers, all of the activities in separate bins, and just making this look more functional and tidy. And I did end up taking this white bin and I put all of their games in there. So Barrett has like flashcards, little drawing activities, and like whiteboard activities, and I just put them all in there. And then the last thing that I'm gonna do for this cabinet is label the bins. So I made one for art supplies, one for games, and one for crafts. Moving into my small appliance cabinet, This didn't really need to be decluttered so much as just be reorganized. I had some appliances in here that I didn't really use a whole lot that were kind of towards the front of the cabinet, and it just kind of made this cabinet very not functional for me. I felt like I was pulling things out and moving them around more than I really needed to. So all I'm really going to be doing is just reorganizing it. I ended up taking out the little bin that I had in there full of like baking stuff, and I put that in a different cabinet where I keep like my sugar and flour, and that really cleared the space up. Okay, next I'm going to be doing underneath of my kitchen sink. I don't know what the heck happened to this, you guys. I had one of those bars that went across my cabinet that like hung all of my sprays and countertop sprays and all of that stuff. And it ended up getting too heavy and falling, and then I kind of just left it that way, and so I had everything laying on the bottom, and it was just really hard to find stuff. I had a lot of products in here that I wasn't using very often that I could take out and put somewhere else. So basically all I'm doing is just taking everything out, cleaning the cabinet out, and then I organized all of the products by products I was using versus products that I didn't use very often, and I put all of those products in a bin that I have in the laundry room of just like spare products or things that I don't use often, and then I put everything that I use every day back underneath of the kitchen sink. Alright, moving into the pantry. This is another area that didn't really need a whole lot of declutter, but it really just needed to be reorganized. So I'm just going to go through and kind of fix everything. You guys know how life gets. You end up just kind of placing things back in the pantry, not where they originally went, and then it kind of just turns into this big cluster. So I'm just going to reorganize everything and make sure it looks nice and tidy. And now for the bottom, this was always non-functional in my pantry. I've been meaning to do this for the longest time, but I got 3 bins from Lowe's. They were like $4 a piece, and I used these to organize my bags and like extra things that I had down there. And then I used one for potatoes and onions and things like that. And then I used the last one for plasticware. So cups, napkins, all of that good stuff. Okay, moving upstairs into the master bathroom. Underneath of our sinks were also a little bit cluttered. Again, not really needing a whole lot of declutter, just really need a good organization. So underneath of my husband's sink, we keep all of the cleaning supplies and things like that. And then under my sink, we keep all of my products and everything else that doesn't really have a place in the bathroom. Okay, and then the last thing that I'm going to be really organizing and decluttering is my closet. As you guys can see, I don't know what happened in here. My kids ended up just taking all of those hangers and throwing them all over the floor. And then it got to a point where I couldn't really get into my closet, so I was just kind of throwing things in there. And this just got way out of hand and overwhelming for me because I used to do my makeup in here. This is where I would get ready. And so I just felt very overwhelmed whenever I looked into my closet. So I thought it was time to finally get this back organized and tidy. So obviously, the first thing I'm gonna do is pick up all of the hangers. I'm gonna take all of the clothes out, pick up all of the trash off of the floor, put things away, and then I'm gonna work on hanging up all of my clothes, folding them, putting them away, put everything back in their place, and just making this look organized. also going to reorganize my jewelry because I have a habit of picking up a pair of earrings and wearing them, and then I just kind of toss them back onto that table. I don't hang them back up, and they were all just kind of mumble jumbled together, so I took that time to reorganize this space as well. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is organize my clothes by color. I know, call me crazy. I started doing this with all of my winter type of clothing, and then as I got to my short sleeve shirts, I said, screw it, I'm just going to put them all on here, and I called it a day. You guys, that is going to be it for this declutter and organize with me. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and that this gave you some motivation to declutter and organize your house as well. As always, thank you guys so much for watching my videos and supporting my family. We love you guys, and I will see you all in my next video.